Skillet caramelized cinnamon apples are the most comforting, sweet, cinnamony treat. Serve them with whipped cream and ice cream for a quick dessert, or take your fall breakfast to the next level. Well, hello and happy fall. I'm Catherine. The leaves are changing here, apples are in season, and we're making our favorite quick, warm cinnamon apples. If you love apple pie and you haven't tried adding warm cinnamon apples to your breakfast routine, your breakfast just got a whole lot cozier. We most often have these warm skillet apples for breakfast. We boost up our oatmeals, throw them on pancakes, but they're so tasty that they're also a fantastic dessert. So maybe you're having some company that you didn't quite expect, or you're like me and you're not the most comfortable baker. Just slice up some apples, throw them on a pan, sprinkle on some cinnamon, some maple syrup or sweetener of your choice, serve it with whipped cream and ice cream, and you'll have some happy guests. Which apples to use? Well, they're apples covered in cinnamon and maple syrup. They're going to taste great, so go ahead and use whatever apples you have on hand. But if you are serving these for company and you want them to hold up as best as they can, then a firmer variety of apple will be best. Softer apples might break apart a little bit, get a little mushy as they cook. So firm varieties like Royal Gala, which is this one, Honeycrisp, Golden Delicious, they're considered baking apples and they will hold up best. So here we go. Get a skillet warming over medium heat with a bit of vegan butter or water. Core 2 apples and thinly slice them. If you're using a softer variety, you can slice them a little thicker so they hold together, but slicing them thinly will help them cook faster and get nice and soft. Add your apple slices to the skillet and cook, stirring occasionally for about 5 minutes until the apple slices are noticeably softened. If your skillet has a lid, you can put that on to speed up the process. Sprinkle on 1 teaspoon cinnamon, stir to coat, then 1.5 teaspoons maple syrup, or 1 to 2 teaspoons of sweetener of your choice. I wish that you could smell this. It is so easy and so delicious. And this is a super quick dessert. Although it might not be the quickest addition to your breakfast, there is a way to make it quicker and more convenient, and that is by using frozen apple slices. I never would have thought to freeze apple slices before, but now I just buy them up when they're on sale, or if you have access to a food waste prevention app, then buy up those apples, bring them home, slice them, lay them on a baking tray like this in a single layer. Put this in your freezer for 1 to 2 hours until your apple slices are frozen solid, and then transfer them to a freezer safe bag or container. And this way they don't stick together. And when I make these warm skillet apples with frozen apple slices, I skip the butter. I just put the frozen slices right on the warm skillet. They do release some water, and you can drain that before you put the cinnamon and the maple syrup on, or just leave it in there and then you have a cinnamony maple syrupy drizzle. For your carrot cake oatmeal, are you thinking carrots for breakfast? Well, carrot muffins are a thing and we love those for breakfast, so carrot cake oatmeal, same thing. I'm gonna show you what I do when I make this in the morning. I flip on my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and add some walnuts to a baking sheet. While the oven preheats, I get the apples started. Then while the apples cook, I slide the walnuts in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes and start the oatmeal. Quick cooking steel cut oats take a little longer to cook than quick rolled oats. So for the quickest option, use quick oats, but because I have to wait for the apples to be done for this recipe, I sometimes like to change up the texture and use quick cooking steel cut oats. Regular steel cut oats take about 30 minutes to make, and that's a little too long for me for breakfast. But quick cooking steel cut oats take 7 minutes, and your quick oats will take about 3. So these have a coarser texture, a nuttier flavor. The process for cooking them is a little different, and what else? Oh yeah, because they cook for another couple minutes, it gives the shredded carrot a little bit of extra time to soften. Boil 1.5 cup water in a saucepan with a pinch of salt. Add 3/4 cup quick cooking steel cut oats. Lower the heat to a simmer and cook for 5 minutes. The walnuts come out of the oven at this time and I set them aside to cool. The apples are cooking away, and during this time you can either peel and shred your carrot or pull some shredded carrot from your freezer. Once again, the freezer adds extra convenience to our morning. So when you're shredding carrots, shred some extra, put them in a freezer bag, and use the back of a knife or the edge of a spoon to make a little cross in the bag. And when you go to get your frozen shredded carrot, that division that you made makes it so much easier to just break off a piece. Look at this. It's like I know what I'm talking about. Add half a cup shredded carrot, which is about half a medium-sized carrot, to your oats, with a 1/4 cup raisins, a 1/4 teaspoon vanilla extract, a 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, and optionally add a pinch of cardamom, a dash of sweetener or maple syrup if you make this oatmeal without the apples, and up to a 1/4 cup oat milk for a bit of extra creaminess. This is such a lovely way to start your day. If you don't have the extra time on a weekday to make this for yourself, treat yourself on a weekend. Swallow. And if you make these warm skillet apples as a dessert, they cost us roughly 75 cents to make. The oatmeal costs us $1.25 using quick cooking steel cutouts and 80 cents using quick oats. The half a cup of walnuts is about 63 cents, which means this oatmeal with all the fixings costs us about $2.63, I think. Which means that this oatmeal with all the fixings costs us $2.63, just over $1.30 per serving. If we were to purchase a much less exciting oatmeal from a cafe, it would likely cost us at least $2.50 a serving. So click those links below for these recipes, subscribe for a new video every Sunday at 5, and next Sunday, we're boosting up the color with our pinkest pasta in the world, a spicy beet pasta topped with smoky mushrooms. Join us then.